Okay, now for the good stuff. I'm going to be recommending some products. Disclaimer, I work at Sephora. I work with high-end skincare. That is what I know. I know there are okay options at the drugstore that cost less money. I'm unfortunately just not familiar with them. But now that you know the ingredients to look for and to avoid, you should be able to find skincare on your own from other stores, from Ulta, from Target, even other stuff from Sephora that you might like that will do the job just fine. First off, cleansers. I don't like, personally, treatment cleansers. I think your cleanser should just be that. Cleanse your skin, dunzo. That's all you need from it. You can get the rest of the things that you need in your routine after that. Even if you are oilier skinned, just get something non-stripping, pH balanced. It's gonna get your skin clean without stripping it. A couple of my favorites. First one, this one's really hard to find right now. The brand is called Youth the People. They got real big real fast, especially with this cleanser. They needed to switch manufacturing plants and warehouses from what I understand, and they're going through that transition. They've had some available on their website, but that's pretty much it. But it's been hard to find, at least in my area of the world at Sephora. It's been really hard to find for months. It's good. The cleanser is the kale, spinach, green tea, something cleanser. All of their names are very, very long. But it's a good, again, pH balanced, non-stripping, gentle, light lather cleanser. Great for your nighttime cleanse. Another cleanser for people who are having serious skin irritation issues is the First Aid Beauty Face Cleanser. The cleanser is, again, just a good pH balanced, non-stripping, safe cleanser for your skin. And the last cleanser in my list of good general for everybody cleansers is the Pharmacy Clean V Cleanser, which I have been recommending as an alternative for those coming in looking for the Youth People cleanser because you just can't find it. Very similar in concept, really similar consistency, ton of antioxidants, very gentle on the skin. There is also honey in there, which is great for binding moisture to the skin as well. The word is humectant. Any humectant is something that keeps moisture onto the skin. Glycerin is also one very common in a lot of skincare products. Now for a couple toners that are really good for that first step in the morning, so you're not cleansing, just wiping everything off, is the Caudalie alcohol-free toner. Very liquidy, very simple. There's some other really hydrating ingredients in there. One of my most recommended all-time favorite toners. Another one that's great for doing a little bit extra is from a brand called Dr. Jart. It's called the Ceramide Liquid. They used to call it like a toner slash serum. I feel like that was confusing for people, so they just call it liquid, which is still kind of confusing, but it is basically a toner that has hydrating and other skincare properties to it. A little bit of that on your cotton pad. Swipe, 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 swipe. Extra hydration. Get some ceramides on there. That's also a great one. The last toner is the Fresh Deep Hydration Toner. This guy has rose water, real rose petals in it, which just feels so fancy and luxe to me and I love, but it's still a clean product and also a lot of hyaluronic acid. So really great moisturizing toner for that daytime cleanse. Oh my god. Hi you guys. This is clearly a different day. Apparently my camera wasn't filming when I was talking about serums, and I realized that while I was editing, so you get me here now on day of editing and release with no makeup. I need to wash my hair. I put on a sweater, but I'm not wearing a bra, and I'm wearing sweatpants, so but you obviously need to know about the serums that I would recommend, so we're just gonna get this done. I'm gonna go and put my regular pajamas on and move on from there. Okay, great. First serum that is really good, especially for, well, really everybody, but anybody who likes really lightweight textures, is going to be the Glow Recipe Plum Plump. It's got plum in it. It's a hyaluronic acid serum, fantastic for making sure your skin is retaining water. All of Glow Recipe's products also smell really nice, which is good. Very, very lightweight, like I said, absorbs very quickly, and it layers well with a lot of things really well. Number 2, which is personally one that I use, actually we'll just pull this out for you here. Oh, it says tester on it because I didn't buy it. Isn't that nice? It is the Caudalie Venosource Serum. So their entire Venosource line is really good for that water-based hydration, or anybody who's experiencing all of that texture and everything that comes with dry skin or dehydrated skin. This one specifically says dehydrated skin on the bottle, which I think is really helpful for clients, so they know kind of what to look for if that's what they're experiencing. Also a smell, all of Caudalie products smell really nice. It's almost like a really faint metallic, but in a really kind of pleasant way. It's very herbal smelling, but not overpowering or too like patchouli herbal, you know, like it's not like you're walking through the Whole Foods soap section or anything like that. It's just a very nice, light sort of smell. And then the last one, which in general, as you will be able to see from the name, this whole line is really good for skin barrier health. The brand is called Skin Fix, and the line is their Barrier Plus line. They have all sorts of products in this line: eyes, cleansers, moisturizers, etc. The serum is one of the highest rated serums that I have seen and experienced, specifically for barrier repair. It has 246 reviews and 4.7 stars, which is really, really high for a smaller brand and a more unknown product. Really rare to have that kind of review. Again, this guy is for all skin types, and it actually says the word lipid in the title. It is the Barrier Plus Triple Lipid Hyaluronate Serum. So I'm reading this directly off of the app here. They have a 28-day clinical study using this serum in conjunction with their other products. But what's super cool, they actually measure the amount of lipids on the skin barrier. They take measurements, and the measurement was 23.6% significant increase in the quantity of lipids in the skin barrier. I just love when things get that sciencey. But all three really great products for the hyaluronic content of the skin as well as your lipids. So take a look at all of those. And then something I didn't mention in the original recording of the video, these are just, I'm picking three of my favorites from each category. Those are not the only three that I like. Again, if you have questions, please ask me. I can recommend more products. If you live nearby, come and see me. But look around, search around, do some research on things, and you will find a lot of products that fall in the category of ones that I'm trying to recommend to you. Okay. Thanks for joining me in this interlude. I hope you enjoyed seeing my real face. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Now for moisturizers, I'm going to split it into dry and oily. Again, if you're normal, you can pretty much use anything. If you're using one for oilier skin or combination skin, doesn't feel moisturized enough for you, then you can switch to one that's more made for dry skin and just see which one feels better. For all of my fellow dry skin peeps, hands up. The ceramide cream, also from Dr. Jart's, tons of ceramides. It's like a rich, thick cream, which if you're dry, you probably really like those creams. Some people don't. This has a really, really nice, smooth texture to it. One of my all-time favorite moisturizers. Another one that's really great for dry skin and has a lot of omega fatty acids, which I didn't really talk about in my list of ingredients for acid mantle repair, but omegas are also great for that. A little bit harder to find advertised, though, than the other two on the outside of the box, so they're a little bit harder to see. There are a lot of ingredients that are naturally rich in omega fatty acids, but they don't really talk about it on the container. And so if you're not familiar with those ingredients, it's kind of hard to tell. But the Biossance moisturizer for dry skin, it is the Omega Squalene Repair Cream. All of Biossance's products have squalene, which is great for skin moisture and all that good stuff. Omega fatty acids, they're great for moisture repair. Side note, if you're big on smells, like if you like things that smell good and you hate things that have a weird smell, full disclosure, the Biossance Omega cream smells like a foot. It just does. I've used it. I love the cream. I'm able to get past things like that. The smell doesn't stick around, so I would hold my breath when I applied it. And then I would just go the next step, and then by that time it would be gone. So not the end of the world. It's a great cream. If you feel like that's something you can do, definitely try that one. The last dry skin moisturizer for acid mantle repair is the Pharmacy Honey Halo. This guy's relatively new, lots of ceramides in there. Again, a really nice, thick, rich texture. Just like the cleanser, it has honey, which is a great humectant moisture binder. Really, really nice new moisturizer if you like to try a lot of new things. For my oily skin peeps, again, you still need moisture. You still need it. Again, from Youth to the People, they have their, oh god, again, their names are really, really long. It's like kale, spinach, antioxidant, whipped light cream, something, 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 something. It's their green moisturizer. It starts with kale. I'm like 95% positive. I think Air Whipped is in there somewhere, which definitely describes the texture really well. Really light gel cream kind of consistency, absorbs really quickly. A lot of my oily skin clients love this one, very popular. Also from Biossance, they have their 2 moisturizers, the Omega for dry skin, then they have their probiotic squalene gel, which is really, really good for anybody who's oily skinned and acne prone. Again, seen a lot of results from my clients and good things to say about this moisturizer. Last but not least, also from pharmacy, I told you I have my favorite brands. I do. I'm guilty. I try and stay unbiased, but when things work, they work. When you get people telling you they work, you're going to pay attention. It is their Honey Drop. So remember the dry skin honey halo. This one's called the Honey Drop Moisturizer. It has a thinner consistency, but what I love about this one is it has little kind of beads you can see when you open up the jar. They're called Kupuasu butter beads. So still really lightweight, but really great for a little bit deeper of a hydration for anybody who is oily, but is just feeling a little bit drier in the winter months. So now, bonus masks. Love a good mask, love a good self-care day where you just do all of the things for your skin. Masks are great. Sheet masks I particularly love, but any mask is great for hydration that you're throwing on once or twice a week. Really hard to overdo those kind of masks versus some others. All-time favorite mask. I buy these by I think I get 6 at a time, and I do it twice a week, lasting about a month. Again, from the Ceramiden line, they make a Ceramiden sheet mask that is delightful. Anytime I feel like something's just off with my skin, feeling extra dry, don't really know why, really over it, put one of those Ceramiden sheet masks on, let it sit for 20-30 minutes, peel it off, and then there's so much extra serum, I just lather my entire body with it. It's so good. Also, all of these masks are fine for any skin type. Another great hydration mask is the Caudalie Moisturizing Mask. This one's cool because you can literally put it anywhere. Throw it on your lips. Throw it under your eyes. Put it wherever you want. This mask is great. It's not one that has to be tissued off. It's a lot like the Summer Fridays Jet Lag mask, if you've heard of that one, which it's so funny when these big hot products come out from influencers and people that you know, and everybody's just so gung-ho about it. Oh my god, this thing was great. It did so much for my skin. I've never tried anything like it. And I'm sitting there there's other products just like that have already existed. I mean, you do you. You buy whatever you want, but you gotta ask questions, because had you come and asked me for a product like that before it came out, I would have had a couple. Last moisturizing mask is from Crez. This one is a probiotic mask. It's called their Hydrobiome mask. I was talking about probiotics. If you have a lot of really intense irritation, redness, the really thick, especially cheek acne with the big hard pustules and cystic acne, all that kind of stuff, the Crez Hydrobiome mask is your best friend. It's made with Greek yogurt. Again, the smell is it's not as bad as Biossance, but they don't add a lot of fragrances to their stuff, and so it just has a kind of, you know what yogurt smells like. It's not terribly unpleasant, but if you like a lot of really nice fragrant skincare, this isn't it, but fantastic for the skin. If you are wondering about the vegan, clean, and cruelty-free status of any of these products, click down below. I'm going to have them down there with little notes so you know which ones are which and what they all do and what they all have and don't have and all of that. Okay, I think that's it for now. I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Please, if you have questions, directly reach out to me. Comment down below. I love answering questions. I had a client come in really close to close the other night, and she was asking me some questions past close, and all of their employees are and I'm just 1 second. She's got really great questions. I really want to answer them. It's my thing. I love answering questions. I love helping people. So please always feel free to reach out. I am here for you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please let me know. I don't want to keep doing this if nobody's going to be watching or liking it because I'm like annoying or anything like that. So let me know if you liked it. I'll keep doing them. Really, really want to help as many people as I can. I hope everybody is having a wonderful end of 2020. We have some hope on the horizon. Stay hopeful. Even if you don't have questions about skincare, but you need someone to talk to, I'm always here. I know it's a hard time for a lot of people, and sometimes skincare can seem a little bit frivolous, but we still have to take care of ourselves, and we still have to try and retain what normalcy we have left. So take care of your skin, do some self-care, look up ingredients. Trust me, it's a lot of fun, and have a really great holiday season, whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope it's wonderful, and I'll see you next time. Bye!